Okay, you made it to the other side. You made it to the other side. So what did you learn? Hopefully you got a lot out of this because we talked about we were on it for a couple weeks. We're on it for 2 weeks and we covered a lot in here. So we talked about shape and form. We talked about them as 2D and 3D versions of themselves and how they relate to silhouette. So again, silhouette is just the shapes made into a form. So you got that. We learned about space. So you got the formal, the symbolic, and the expressive qualities of shape. You have an understanding now of a muse, which you may have one or not, but you got to see how strongly muses are used by a lot of fashion designers, right? And not just fashion designers, also visual artists, because we talked about Jean Paul and Grace Jones in there a lot. She's one of my favorites. Some of my favorite images are Jean Paul's images of her. I have more than one of those images that you've seen printed and up in my office here at home. She's you know Grace Jones is one of my spirit animals. She's one of my fashion spirit animals. I love her to death. So hopefully I'm exposing you to her if you don't know who she is, right? You also got to see how shape and form are manipulated by Elsa, right? By Elsa Schiaparelli, and how she really revolutionized the way that the especially the woman's form was dressed and what was seen as beautiful. And you got a little bit of that how she was a rival of Gabrielle Coco Chanel. All right, so that's what you learned this week. Next week, next module, we're moving on down the line. With our elements. Okay, so we're also coming up on a midterm. We're coming up on a midterm too. So we have those two things both happening. So as always, any questions, hit me in the inbox or stop by visiting hours. See ya.